Sutapa. You might be wondering, who am I and why am I doing this vlog? And that's a very legitimate question. I am not um, a licensed psychologist or even an experienced TV anchor. I'm just a regular person like you. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. Well, actually, let me reverse that order. I'm first of all a daughter, a sister, a wife, a daughter-in-law, and then finally a mom. Right now, that's where my role stops. So I thought, we as South Asian women go through all these different roles in our life and have so many different experiences, some good, some bad, depending on our background and the way we've been brought up. Most of our traditions are basically the same, which teaches us that we need to put ourselves last. Our family needs to come first. Nothing wrong in that, but what does happen is, and again, this everything is according to my personal experience, and the experience of different friends that I've spoken to, that we do tend to lose ourselves in the melee, and we are so conditioned to put ourselves last that we even forget to take care of ourselves. And we are, I think, the glue that puts, that makes sure the families stay together. So if we don't take care of ourselves, who will? So that's what I'm here to say, and that's what It's My World is all about, because it's my world, is the way I look at life, with my own unique perspective. And I would like to share that with you, and I hope you would share your experiences with us. And the idea is to kind of create a community where we could share experiences, learn from each other. That's what's important, because even though you and me are probably in the same position or in the same situation in life, but you would probably deal with the situation different than the way I would. So maybe I can learn something from you, and maybe you can learn something from me. So that's the idea. And also, personally, I've always had all these different questions in my mind, and and then I always used to think I'm all alone going through these motions and emotions and feelings. But then I realized, after talking to people and expressing my feelings of guilt and despair, basically, that everybody else, well, maybe not everybody, but almost everybody else, are going through the similar situation. It's just that they didn't know that I was going through the same situation, and they were kind of suffering alone. So I hope to kind of get those things out and talk about it. And we women love to talk. I mean, that's a given. So that's why I started off this video blog. Another thing also that I'm here to say is follow your dreams. Whatever it is. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you cannot do what you want to do, because nothing is impossible. That's what I believe. And another thing is, you'll never know unless you try. Maybe certain, you might have built up certain things in your dream, in your fantasy, or maybe in your daydreams, or whatever, the perfect world, and it may not be what you think about it. I mean, hey, I'm going through the same situation, but at least try and go through it in some similar fashion. Another thing, what I would like to say in this is, you never know when life throws you a curveball. There are many young men and women who've been diagnosed with severe chronic diseases, some fatal, some not fatal. I have been diagnosed with Parkinson's, About 4 years ago, I'm 40 years old, yes, 40, and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's at the age of 36. So to say it was devastating, or it is devastating, is, I think, the hugest understatement of the year. Um, but, you know, my way of looking at life is looking at it in the positive way. What is positive in something like this? Well, hey, it could have been worse, right? It could have been a life-threatening disease. Um, while this does not directly impact on the lifespan, but you know, this is what I call a life-inhibiting disease as opposed to a life-threatening disease. But this is basically more of a slow death than anything else. But anyway, um, so you know, after being diagnosed is when there's kind of a fire or an urge to, or feeling that time's running out, and you know, to kind of take that step to going towards fulfilling whatever little dreams I have. So that's where I am with this, and we'll talk more about this in the future video blogs. I just don't want to overwhelm you with all the information right now. So again, this is Sutapa. I'll be back again.